What's up, guys? Good evening, everyone. How you doing? Hope we're doing well. Happy weekend to you guys, anywhere you are. Yep. So we're wishing you all a happy Sunday. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend and hope you're still enjoying it. Yo, guys. Okay, so I really want to. I'm not actually supposed to do this video today, but there is something that prompted me to do this winning trade. Yeah, over there. This winning trade. So it is what prompted me to do this video actually. So you can see this mini trade that has brought from yet okay. So this trade actually this trade actually I this video I want to do today is I know for some time we'll be talking about many of you guys you've been asking me, boss, what's the entry? I don't know how to get entry to the trade and all that, all manner of questions regarding to um entry type and all that. This trade was a signal given. I dropped this trade as a signal and also in some other groups again, so they took advantage of that trade. So I'm going to show you guys how I did it and how I took this trade and the reason why I took this trade. Okay, so that's VIX 100, guys. Okay, before I go into this, a lot of people have been asking me, boss. We've seen your trade, we've seen your snipers, we've seen how you catch the swing, we've seen how you're able to take a trade, but we don't know how to do that. We've tried and tried. We don't know how to get into the market. We don't know how to um, catch sniper trade or jump into the trade. Maybe whenever you tend to see confirmations, what are your confirmations for taking your trade? And most times, many ask, what are your entry types and all that and all blah blah blah, just like that. So I just want to do. I'm going to do more video regarding to this entry concept and all that. But let's say I'm going to just do this one for now. Then probably I'm going to do make a new video regarding to my trading concept, what I see, what are the reasons why I take my trade, and what are my confirmations. So I'm going to do that, but let's see, maybe I might do the part two of it perhaps or so. Okay, yeah, and I don't know, taking of trade is one thing to do analysis. It's another thing also to get into the market at the right time, know when to enter, know the right time to take the trade, and know the reasons why you need to take the trade. We've had a lot of people that says uh, they use moving averages, they use a lot of things for their confirmations, they use so many things, indicators and all that to for their confirmations or whatever, blah 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 and all that. So, but I what I'm saying in essence is that when you taking of entry, you watch me closely. For those of you that have been following me very very well and you have been watching how I take my trades, you watch me closely or you've monitored me. I don't jump into the market anyhow. I don't take my trade entries anyhow. I don't decide to enter the market just because I want to enter any. I'm very, very careful whenever it comes to me taking my trade. Whenever it comes to me in any trade, I'm always careful because you don't. If you don't have any entry confirmation, don't join the market. It's better you wait. And it's better you wait. The market comes to you, then you can decide to take your an entry. So, but if the market doesn't come to you, the best thing you need to do is you sit down and watch and wait for the market to come to you so that when it comes to you, then you can now decide to. That is when your psychology comes in. So people that always want to jump into the market, even when the market is not yet ready, they want to go into the market and take trade. It is um it is very very risky. So what I do most times is I tend to wait. So I wait for price action to come to give me what I need, then before I probably go into the market. So Now I want to show you some things I do, some little tips I do. So one of the things that for those of us that trade, um okay, so for those of us that trade, so I want to give you, please pay attention to these things. If you miss this, believe me, you I don't know how you're going to get this. So pay attention to what I do. So I'm going to show you. You can see me closely. I don't my chart here, you can see I have a clean chart, no indicator. All I do is price action. I trade price action because I'm a price action trader. So I have so many confirmations that you will hear me most times is say I will say entry type 1, entry type 2, entry type 3, and just like that. So all those entries are, they are my trading confirmations. Yeah. So they are what I use to signal out my confirmations for trade. So whenever I'm in a trade, you'll hear me say entry type 1. So I'm going to share them to you guys. So I want to share these little tips to you guys. So when I give it to you, you go and back test it. So we don't just when we are giving you use it live. No, don't use it to trade live. First of all, go and backtest whatever thing you are giving. Backtest it very very well before trading live with it. That is the best. That is the first thing I will tell you guys. So you don't just say because you are giving something like this, you just go and take it. Backtest it properly. Make sure it is you've tried it over and over again before you can now use it for you can now use it for your real account. No, so I'll say something. I said one thing is very difficult. You see a lot of traders, they trade well but difficult to find entries. So they find it difficult to get entry into the market. So either you are entering late into the market, or probably maybe your entry type or whatever confirmations you use for your entries are not good. So there are little confirmation I use on my entry. One of them is I use the supply block and demand block. So that is talking about the other block. So supply and demand block. I also use my entry types, I also use the liquidity, that is what is it called, when price, that is SMC, smart money concept. So that is what I use the smart money concept, and also the candlesticks pattern confirmations. So I also use the yeah, so majorly I use the SMC. So I also use this block and the FEG at the fair value gap, so together. So I think I summed all in one. So what I do most times is let's say for example this market is moving like this now. Let's say we have this bullish market to the upside, then I have this move. So what I do is remember this is a bullish market structure. I've told you guys, whenever you see this is how the market moves. The market don't move in this way. You can see it move in this way. The market, this is textbook way. I'll show you in the chart. So I've said it before. The market don't move like this. So how do we get this? Now look at this. This is the impulsive move. Market made structure. BOS broken, and you can see to the upside. So this was liquidity, and price tend to induce, yeah, buyers that want to buy were induced, and price came here to mitigate this untested block or demand zone, and see how it bought. Now came back again now to pick up this because there is another block left here, and went up, break of structure, and you see this range liquidity. Why so many are trying to buy and sell here, price can decide to rally back and pick up their orders from there again. So these are the things we tend to do. We always want to, and I will teach you guys what I do for snipers, which I say I've taught you guys. Although I said it the last time we had meeting, which is I say refining of your entry, refining of entry. That is the use of different time frames to come in, which I'm going to show you on this VIX 100 right now. So using different time frames to refine them to get your your entry on sniper. So I'm going to show you guys what I did with this VIX 100, how I was able to get the sniper trade on it. So now one of the first entry type I'm going to be teaching you guys is how to trade um untested block or untested or unmitigated level, so coupled with candlesticks pattern. So that is one of the first thing I'm going to be teaching you guys. So the first thing now you can look, let's start with this. Now can you see VIX 100 on this my lower, this is M15 time frame. Now let me go down to each one time frame. So you can see that in this area here, you can see that this was a sniper on h h1. So many that might be waiting for you to come here, maybe this is another block, of course you know that, and you have this other block here, but you can see that many that were waiting for you to come back to this other block here and buy, you see that it never actually get down it never get down to this other block here and give a buy. So rather it came, and I'm going to talk about that, it came and mitigate the other block on M15, because I told you guys that in every other block, in every other block there is another block there. So every other block, both in whether 15 minutes time frame, 30 minutes time frame, h1 and all that, there is other block resting there. So I want to show you guys what actually happened here on this VIX 100. So can you see that this was, I actually missed the buy trade, since I actually missed the trade for the buy. So you can see that this guy on h1 here, let's assume I'm working with this time frame. So you can see on h1 we have this momentum of buys structure coming in here. You can see the buy, so we have no doubt that the market is buying. So now remember I told you guys that one of the first entry confirmation I seek is I want to make sure that the market, first of all, market is going up. First thing is I want to see a trending market, either a bullish market or a bearish market. So is what I want to see. I want to see a trending market like what I can see here now. So this is first of all, after you've done your analysis, after you've done your analysis, the first thing first, not the analysis, check the trend of the market. Then before you do your analysis, your top down analysis, then which I've done here, and you can see already, I've already checked the time frame, and you can see here that the market is on a bullish structure here. I can see here clearly that you can see break of this high here, and you can see how price moved up, break these structure highs in. So this is a sign that the market is in an uptrend. So but what do I do first? I don't jump into the market first. So what I do is now I noticed that this guy is in an uptrend. So what I did was yeah, so after that, okay, let's say it's in an uptrend. So let's say price, you missed this move, let's say this initial move. So you can see that price went mitigate here and break structure. So let's say you missed that initial move, you want to join the trade. So what do? You want to join the trend also. So I can see here, for example, I have no entry here because the market was still moving. Most times, let me tell you one thing to know, when the market don't give you an entry, don't jump in. Always be patient, no matter how long, no matter how it will take time, no matter how it's going to delay, no matter how it's going to, just wait. Be patient and wait for the market to give you an entry. So never you jump into the market without getting any confirmation. That is my candy advice for you guys. So when the market never gives you any confirmation to take trade or take an entry or pick an entry, just wait, relax, and the market will come to you. So what I do is, after this, I know the market has breaking structure, so relax to wait for entry trigger. So on entry, for price to give me an entry. So after this, you can see that price went pull back, and this will have been an inducement. So most times that's why we are patient enough. So because this area here, it is true price pick there or pick that zone or area for a buy. But another way it can also be an inducement. I'm supposed to close the trade by now. So another way it can be an inducement. Can you see that this area? Let me go down to a lower time frame. So you can see that this, where was that place? Uh, okay. So yeah, it is true that level was able to hold on 15 minutes time frame, but it can also be, most times it can be an inducement for price. So maybe you want to take your buys from here, although there's another block here. Anyway, so you can pick a trade here, but it is 50-50. Price can decide to still break back down this level and go down. So it's just most times price can pick out a level to hold, but you don't buy any or sell any. Why I decided that yeah, it's not good for a buy, because you can see price has tested here, although it has tied and worked on this level and is coming back again. So that was why I was saying maybe this level might not be a good level to take up the buy from there, but price came and see pick up the level for a momentum shoot to the upside. So you can see how it went up, and this was the last entry I got. So you can see there was no entry again, so I never got entry to take a trade. So until let's pull back here, price me, let me go down to h1 or 30 minutes time frame back, so to see actually the pullback price me. So where was that area? Okay, so you can see here that this was an inducement. So you see, even when the buyers tried to buy here and think the price will go up, and what happened, see how the market sold, came back. That is why it's always good you wait patient, always be patient for the market to come to you. So there was an untested block or untested, we have this untested demand block here, which you can see here. You can see I talked to you about other blocks, so you can see this was an untested block here. So let's see if it tallies with the 15 minutes time frame. So let's go down to 15 minutes time frame to see. Okay, yeah, so you can see I talked about other blocks, so watch the video and understand what I'm saying. So you see that they are all the same zone or level. So you see how it bought, these are liquidity. So um maybe my next video I'll teach you guys, when you take a trade, how to level so time for your existing coins and all that. So you see how it bought, took up those liquidity. But let me talk about this recent one now. Let me talk about this recent trade now. Let me talk about it now. After price did this buy here and went up, you can see this pullback here. So let me see, do we have an entry there? Let me go down to 15 minutes time frame. So do we have an entry there? Yeah, we had an entry there, but I couldn't take the trade. We had an entry on there because you can see this other block resting here. So you can see there's another block on 15 minutes time frame here. So see this, so I missed this. So I was saying, okay, how will I join this trade again? That is why it's always patient. If you are patient enough, you will see opportunities in the market. But if you are not patient enough, you build a trap for the market. So I was patient enough to wait and say, okay, let me see how this if actually I'm going to get an entry back in this trade. But while I waited, and you see how price went up, and I saw it correcting itself again. So I saw it correcting itself. I shared this analysis to the group, all the group I belong to. I tried to share this with them. I shared all these things with them. So but anyway, some people took the trade and some person did not take the trade. So I mark out this other block here on, like I told you. Okay, before I pick out this one on 15 minutes time frame, let me go down to h1. So I use my h1 time frame. So I waited because I said I want price, because I already know it's a bullish trend. The market is bullish already, it's a bullish structure. So I only need to join the bulls, they join the market makers, what they are doing. So I said, let me mark out my areas for me to join. So this was the level I picked. Let me zoom out. This was the level I picked I picked this other block. This was the last bearish bullish print or support made by the bull. So I mark out this other block here, this other block on for 1 hour time frame. So I was saying I was waiting for price action to come back there to mitigate it. That when it comes there, I'm going to pick out my entries on there. But surprising to me, so I I'm showing you guys what I do. So I now went down to lower time frame. So I went down the time frame lower than this. So I go down to 15 minutes time frame, and I notice this. I can see another block again here. So on 15 minutes time frame, you can see untested block. So this is what I do. You look for an untested demand or supply zone. So I saw this and I said, okay, this we have a block here, you can see, and this on 15 minutes time frame, this was a push and price gave to the upside here, and I decided to, okay, let me mark this one here and this one, which represent the one on H1 time frame. So I said, let me look for how price will react there. Now let me tell you another thing again is, when price came back to this block here, I never took my buy. Patience. Many of you will always say, you always, okay, price has rallied to your point of interest, it's because it's there, let's start selling or buying. No, that is not how you trade the market. You will lose money when you want to trade the market like that, because price came to your point of interest. It's not a point, it's not an area for you to jump in. That is when your psychology comes in. Now price has rallied to this area, what actually is price going to do? Now left for me the things I do, and this has been giving me some winning rate percent. Now look at what I did here. Now I saw it coming back to this block here. So first thing, I told you, first of my entry is candlestick. So you can see that after price rallied there, and you can see this first bearish candle, okay, although we have an engulfing, this I'll call it an engulfing, that acted on this support zone. So you can see that what happened first when price rallied to this my support block here. So I saw this bearish candle. Wait, we want to be sure, because most times it can be an inducement. Many of us don't know it can be an inducement. Price might come back here and might think that it wants to buy here, and it comes down here and decide to buy. So that is why I was patient enough. I said, let me wait and see. So I saw this here, and after I saw this bearish candle coming, and I saw this next bullish candle. So but first of all, I was monitoring my higher time frame. Sorry, I was monitoring my higher time frame, which is the H1 on the H1. So I was monitoring it, and I saw how price has reacted. You can see this after this candle. This is a hammer. You can see this hammer here on this block here. Look at this block on 15 minutes time frame. So I saw this hammer here. Then I want to see the signs, the presence of the bulls in the market. That is one of the things I want to see. So what I saw is, after I saw this bullish candle that formed, and this is an engulfing on 30 minutes or 15 minutes time frame. So I saw this, then I saw the net. You see how I entered. So after the closing of that candle, because they sign that the bulls want to are inside this market, then I decide to take my trade after the close of this engulfing. You can wait maybe for the closing of the next bullish 30 minutes candle, then to join your trade. But after I saw this, I knew that the bulls are already coming into the market, so I decided to take my trade, set my target. This is my first target here. So but on 15 minutes time frame, we have some block here, this block here, we have this other block here. So actually waiting for price action to come there. So you might get a sell from there, but anyway, that is where my target is. If price takes up that level, then we know that we are riding on with it. So that was what I did. I waited for it to come back to this block here. First of all, mark out your key level, which I've picked this untested support, and I waited on 15 30 minutes. See how I refined my other block. You see how it was refined. I picked this level before. Sorry, let me delete this. I picked this level before, so I picked this level on H1 from another block. So this is H1 another block, but I was seeing this I went to lower time frame to pick out this, so I picked not here. Okay, not this one. So let me go down to 15 minutes time frame. It's not necessary you must use 15 minutes time frame. It's not necessary. I just use that, but it's not necessary you must. You don't say I said it's a must. So you must pick out your time frame that are suitable for you. Then look for how you get. You can go down to lower time frame to pick out your entry. So you see how I was able to join this trade. I was able to join this trade from here. So I waited for it, and the confirmation of the candle closure is very important. Monitor the candle closure. If the candle never close bullish, so because most times it could be a trap, it might come and close a bearish candle, or then you think okay, after the closing you can wait for a one. Let's see the presence of the bulls coming in the market. So after this you can see how I joined this. So after that, then you see how they can, you see how price now is now buying from there. So this is how I caught the sniper entry from this one here. So you can see that people waiting baby for price to come back here. You wait and wait and wait. You wait and wait and wait, and price will not get back to this area here. So this is what happened here, and price pick up this early entry here. So I refined it on lower time frame, so to get entry on this, guys. So it's very simple, guys. That is one of the strategy or one of the thing I use. So can go and practice, guys. Go and practice back test this thing now I just gave to you guys. Go and back test it and see how it works. It works like magic. It works like magic. If you try it, you testify. It works like magic. So go and back test them and see for yourself, guys. Okay, guys. So yeah, we're going to see. If you have questions, you are not clear about it, just let me know. I will answer you guys in the group.